This your brother, the indescribable 1981. You ever been thinking about somebody, or not even thinking, just sitting with a blank mind, and then out the blue, a thought of somebody pops up in your head, and then you pay attention to the thought a little bit, and then it go away, and then you might go back to looking at your phone, and then out the blue, that person call like maybe 2-3 minutes right after that. Well, they always say knowledge is power. So once you know something, you got the power to use what you know. You know what I'm saying? Or to not use what you already know. If a child know that a stove is hot, or the oven is hot in the kitchen, uh that's power, because now the child have power to stay away from the stove. The point I'm trying to make is, they talk about the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the Bible, but the main thing, take good and evil out. Just call it a plain old tree of knowledge. When you got knowledge, or you know something, it could come through intuition, it could come through a vision, it could come through a quick daydream, you picking up on something that you probably been worried about. And before you know it, like I say, when somebody pop up in your head and you don't pay no attention to it, but you did recall a thought of them passing in your head, not a phone rang, that's a perfect time to show you that knowledge is power. So once you know, as a man or a woman, how to respect yourself and what your purpose here on this earth is, whether you're a man or a woman, then you'll start to see things pop up in your life that come along with that knowing that you know now. See, once the thought or somebody pop up in your head, you thought of that person today, because the thought passed through your mind. Then, without you doing anything, the phone rang with that same person. So the knowing, or the knowledge, also brought the power of it happening at the same time. This is why when we have thoughts in our head, sometimes we have bad thoughts and they don't manifest. That means that we know these things can happen, but the fact that we know that they can happen, that keep it frozen in time, because the more and more scared you are, the more and more bad things that you don't want to happen, they're going to happen to your ass. People don't know, when you have love and you relaxed and you at peace with God, I don't care how many threats come your way, and it might be legitimate threats. People really just don't like you. Your love can hold all that shit back like a force field. Your love can hold all that shit back like a force field. Meaning you ain't worried. You walking through it like it's a piece of cake, and threats just don't matter. You probably have 1,000 motherfuckers ready to shoot at you. Any little crack in your force field or your shield of protection around you, ready to crack at you. But you walk down the street, you continuously in a bubble, and ain't nothing affecting you, nobody harming you, none of that. Because when you have love, you kind of push things away and cause them to not happen where they stuck, where they at. When you scary and fearful, you kind of draw these things to you like a magnet real quick, letting down your love field, and then love force field, and then letting that fear kick in, which makes it shatters, and then everything come your way and coming at you. So your love and being aware of these things hold it back. So knowledge is power, y'all. When you know you just had a thought of somebody, and then the phone call come afterwards, same thing. When you know how powerful you are as a man and why God put us here as men, masculine, everything behind that come with it that make life better goes from there on out. Once you know and you accept it now. Once you know the truth about women and why women do what they do and this and that, and don't look at them and blame them and be hurt from the things that they done, but when you truly know where they received these impressions, these things from early in life. See, women take in a lot of things, and then as they take it in, they start to act it out as they get older. Just like you know your body. You might eat a bowl of collard greens or something like that, or spinach, and then shit, probably like 2 hours later, you feel your stomach, you gonna automatically know your body like, damn, that's that spinach I ate. Next thing you know, you got a shit. So the same thing with knowing about anything else. Once you got knowledge, and you know these things, then you have the power to act that knowledge out. And usually when you got knowledge and something cross your mind and you see it play out or you have to act it out, knowledge calls you to do two things. Knowledge gives you the power to play out things that you know, and knowledge also gives you the power to observe things play out. So you can jump in life and play out and observe things play out. And we do it every day. You know, we play out things when it comes to our job because we got to play out the job, do our work. But then when you get a thought of a phone, when you get a thought of a person that cross your mind, you might not have to play out dialing the phone number, calling that person. Now you got the knowledge to observe something play out. You observe the thought of your friend, then the thought went. Then you also observe the phone rang by itself playing out as the manifestation of your friend calling. So the knowledge brought the power of it playing out either through you or playing out on its own in another way. So y'all got to remember, man, knowledge really is power. Once you got knowledge, then here come the manifestation of the phone call. Once you got knowledge, then here come you acting it out and living this knowledge. And then your whole life become a side effect of that knowledge. Once I had knowledge in certain things about the law and police officers, they gave me the power to know how to act and have character and, observe my own body language when I'm out in public. And then that builds a life where everywhere I go, the police don't bother with me. Because my reality and the knowledge and the power that I have, I'm just untouchable. They just don't bother me. You know what I mean? They see and they feel instantly. And they know, which gives them the power to fall back and just don't ever fuck with me. That's what that's with anybody. Once they have knowledge, they got power. Just like once the police officers have knowledge of certain dangerous criminals, now they got power to know how to move around them. So I may just name this video that. Knowledge is power to observe and power to act. I love y'all.